giving you my name, and I'm not giving you my shoulder number.
No.
I will wager you've never filed a lawsuit against anyone. I will wager.
And that's on record.
Welcome to Rate the Audit, where we put misconduct on display, explore police and legal content, protect rights, and demand accountability. This episode is brought to us by Plodding Along. Be sure to check the link below and subscribe to his channel and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Plodding Along is filming outside a police station when an inspector rolls up, clearly looking to flex his authority. He's aggressive from the jump.
There's a moment early on where you can already feel this isn't going to be a normal interaction. The inspector doesn't ease in. He comes in swinging, trying to dominate the space before a single real question is even answered.
From the jump, ditching the rulebook to assert powers he simply doesn't have. But the best part is that Plodding Along doesn't bite. Just calm, factual pushback that leaves the inspector scrambling. He doesn't close out the interaction or reach a resolution. He just gives up and drifts away. It's a total breakdown of authority when it isn't backed by the law.
You're actually on privately run grounds, so it's a police station.
Ah, I
So
see.
if you'd like to come to the public area...
Would that be privately run on the basis that it's publicly funded?
Yeah, but that's not relevant to the fact that it's public infrastructure.
It's highly relevant. Hold on. It's highly relevant.
You're trespassing on the police station.
Okay.
Do you have a...
Is trespass a civil or a legal matter? Is trespass a civil or a legal matter?
Do you have a request of the police?
Yes, answer the question. Is trespass a civil or police matter?
Do you have a request?
I'll answer the question for the benefit of my viewers.
I think what you're here to do is to ask silly questions.
It's a civil matter. It only becomes a police matter when it's aggravated trespass.
If you could
you do me one favour just to carry on with this consensual conversation? Provide me with 3 forms of address.
Provide you with 3 forms of address?
Identity, my apologies.
I think you are asking some irrelevant questions.
And I'll do it myself.
And what stands out immediately is how quickly the argument shifts away from law and into control. You hear it in the repeated push around trespass and private grounds, like repeating it enough might make it true.
To be on
right now I do. Right now I do. It's to identify you.
As we haven't met, I'm wondering why you're being so hostile.
Then introduce yourself.
Come to the public area.
If we played police bingo today, we've got hostile, private ground when it's public. A lot of people ticking boxes at the moment. It is cliche corner, isn't it? Stick within the bounds of the law. Identify yourself. You're in uniform. That's a second formal offer. You have the opportunity to redress your error.
Have a silly conversation.
For the third and final time before it goes on record.
Of an office building.
On the record, for the third and final time, will you identify yourself while you're in the course of your duty?
What I'm not going to do...
Yes or no?
Is I'm not going to give you permission to...
Okay, you're not identifying yourself.
But the real turning point is when the ID demand starts looping. That's where the dynamic flips. The more pressure he applies, the more he loses control of the narrative. And instead of clarity, you start hearing frustration.
This is no longer a consensual conversation.
Onto the internet.
I will take it up with your superior.
You don't have permission to put that video on the internet. You don't have personal permission.
Tell me the law that precludes me from doing it.
You're not in a public place.
Tell me the law that precludes me from doing it.
I'm telling you that I'm not giving you personal permission to put any video onto the internet.
Don't need it.
But just so that you know.
Did you watch the Twin Towers come down?
That is relevant.
Did you watch the Twin Towers come down?
Goodness me.
Did you?
You're one of these. Okay.
Oh, one of these. Bingo time, boys. Here we go.
You're going to tell me that the police knocked the Twin Towers down or something like that?
Don't be silly.
The moment the inspector realizes he's losing the argument, he plays the hostile card. Plodding Along hasn't changed his tone or raised his voice. He's just staying level. But that composure is a problem for someone who expects instant compliance. Then comes the real reach. The claim that he needs personal permission to put the footage online. That's not a rookie mistake. It's a bald-faced lie intended to manufacture authority where there isn't any. Officers don't get to veto what people record just because they don't like how they look on camera. When a senior officer starts rebranding a calm person as hostile and inventing rules about consent, it's not about keeping the peace. It's just a bruised ego trying to lash out because he's being exposed in real time.
Then it escalates again, this time into something even more revealing. The claim that permission is needed to publish footage. That's where things stop sounding procedural and start sounding personal. Like the goal is no longer resolution, but restriction.
There are signs at the front
which I've read and I've recorded and narrated to, and I haven't been anywhere.
You're an angry man.
Anywhere.
You're an
that I shouldn't be.
Who doesn't like public service.
Do you think personal insinuation is the way for a senior officer to behave?
This is an observation. You seem to be very angry.
Angry?
You're here on a police station. You clearly don't like the police.
Would you be delighted if your rights were violated?
Back into...
Would you be delighted? No, you
very
wouldn't.
Argumentative, and it's
that's a crime, isn't it? What constitutes authorisation? I'm asking you now, as a member of the public. I work in a public service.
I think that you've got a general dislike of the police.
I work in the public service.
Okay.
The inspector effectively dismantles his own credibility the second he demands PA vacate private territory, conveniently ignoring the blatant council-laid double yellow lines that confirm they are standing on a public highway. Faced with PA's precise citation of Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972, the officer completely abandons the rule book. Finding himself unable to counter the legal reality, he retreats into base name-calling, repeatedly labeling PA an angry man in a transparent bid to deflect attention from his own ignorance. It is a striking...
By the time we reach the sensitive site and violent act framing, it's clear the justification is shifting on the fly. Every legal argument that doesn't hold gets replaced with emotion, labels, or vague safety concerns.
He is sworn to uphold.
Sensitive site.
Sensitive. Put some soothing lotion on it then if it's sensitive.
So you're funny as well as interesting.
Brilliant, aren't I?
Every one of your viewers will find this fascinating. Don't walk towards my staff because, unlike me, they're not used to people who dislike the police wandering around. Hello, hi. Do you have some identification? You do. If you could wear it when you walk around, that would be very useful.
This is a conversation you're having from a man who refuses to identify. So just take note of the hypocrisy from a senior member of your staff.
If you have no reason to be here, then I'll ask you.
See the rank hypocrisy of your comment then.
Because I'm going to challenge them if they don't have a reason to be here.
Yeah, you reply one rule to them and not to yourself.
Dislike for the police. I don't know why you dislike the police.
I'll tell you what that is. That could be construed as slander.
Well, my observations, my personal opinion.
Whilst on duty. You're not here to enforce personal opinions, you're here to enforce the law. Thank you very much for saying that on camera.
Thank you. Rather angry. Please don't walk towards where people are working.
And what happens if I do? Sorry, let me rephrase. What happens exactly when I do?
You're well aware that it's
doing as we speak.
It's a complicated practice, isn't it? It's not a clear principle.
Labeling the station a sensitive site is an act of desperation, a last-ditch narrative shift deployed only after every other argument has collapsed. If the location were truly restricted by high security protocols, standards apply across the board, yet staff walk in and out without a shred of visible ID. The sensitivity only magically activates the moment a camera appears. PA exposes this hypocrisy effortlessly, pinpointing the reality that this isn't about security, but ego. The inspector has stopped pretending to uphold statute and is instead actively policing his own irritation. PA's critique hits the nail on the head.
And when aggravated trespass finally enters the conversation, there's nothing underneath it. No real evidence. Just escalation for the sake of escalation.
Because of the hostilities from people ranging from casual, camera-wielding, angry people who don't like society and have a problem with public services.
I work in public service.
Violent acts. This is brilliant. Through to violent acts.
Am I committing a violent act?
No, that's
Am I intimidating you?
So that range.
Am I intimidating you?
If you'd like to be famous, I suggest you come up with some content that has a purpose, or ask a question that you think you might get an answer to.
You're less than Wayne Couzens.
Like this, citing.
You're less than Wayne Couzens.
Bits of information.
Less than Wayne Couzens. He identified.
Now, if a police officer is on duty in public, I'd expect them to identify themselves. I've had to
on duty is the key.
Because you've brought your angry rhetoric against public
on duty is the key. On duty is the key.
Weaponizing the dangers of the job is a desperate pivot. Generic anxieties about risk are not a substitute for legal grounds, and PA shreds that narrative instantly by asking the only question that matters. What violent act have I committed? The ensuing silence is far more damning than any...
What makes the ending powerful is how quiet it becomes, because once all the pressure builds up, there's nowhere left for it to go.
Retreats into the vague, emotional terrain of safety.
These officers may identify themselves because they're on duty. They're in uniform.
You're in uniform.
No, you've come to my office.
So
I
what?
don't face the public.
You are now.
I work in an area that none of the public
You're
have
facing a member of the public right now, but you have no right to remove me.
No, I said that I'm not going to.
You have no right to.
Well, let's talk about
You've argued trespass. Trespass is a civil matter.
It is.
If it's aggravated trespass, you're more than welcome.
You're standing in front of a building.
Said building.
Which you don't have a right to stand in front of. And the moment you start intimidating staff coming in and out of the main
I'm not intimidating anybody. That's a false accusation. You're making a false accusation on record.
An aggravated trespass.
You're making a false accusation.
Standing in front of the double security door.
False accusation.
Infrastructure which carries a risk and a
false
threat.
Reporting is a crime under the 1967 Criminal Act. You do realise that, don't you?
Intimidated by your presence, then you'll find yourself liable to be dealt with under aggravated trespass, which is a criminal intent. So I'm going to leave you with the officers who are on duty.
For the final time, you're going to
intimidate my staff with your angry rhetoric, which we've heard so many times.
Then learn the lesson.
Conspiracy theories. And people are very enthusiastic.
Are you going to identify yourself, sir?
No, sir.
Accusing PA of intimidation is the inspector's desperate endgame, and it's a reckless, cynical play, with absolutely no evidence of obstruction or aggression to point to. Just a citizen standing still with a camera. He pivots to the heavy artillery. Aggravated trespass. It's an attempt to rebrand lawful filming as criminal menace, ignoring the fact that the statute requires actual, demonstrated disruption. By escalating to such a serious allegation without a shred of factual basis, he stops pretending to enforce the law and starts abusing it, desperately weaponizing the statutes.
If you stand out the front of this building, then you may be committing an aggravated trespass because
who's the injured party? Who's the injured party?
If you let me finish.
Who's the injured party?
If you let me finish.
Who's the injured party?
I will answer that question with words.
Member of staff. They're on duty. They cannot be harassed, alarmed and distressed.
If you let me.
We've played bingo before.
Stand out
and they're
the front.
On duty.
If you stand out the front, intimidating them to prevent them doing their lawful activity, coming to work, then you'll find yourself liable.
Have I committed that offence?
You'll find yourself
Am I suspected of committing that offence?
You'll find yourself liable to aggravated
trespass. Up and up, isn't it?
I will wager you've never filed a lawsuit in anyone. I will wager.
And that's on record, folks.
I'll leave you with these officers.
Please don't
go and enjoy your YouTube channel. I hope your viewer likes watching it. Please leave the premises.
Would you like to identify yourself?
No, sir.
And that's his final word.